Hello everyone, this is day 71 of my growth journal. Today we are I am going to share you how I read or am I improving in my reading section. So here we get a topic, the mystery of uh, magne magnetoreception magnetoreception. Uh, let this how to pronounce this. Let Google this.
Magnetoreception is pronounced Magnetoreception, US, or Magnetoreception, UK. It is the
Hmm, search again. Magni Magnetoreception. Magnetoreception.
Magnetoreception is pronounced
Magnetoreception. It pronounced like magnetoreception. So let's come back to what I am reading. The invisible compass. How animals see the Earth field, magnetic field. Every year, millions of monarch butterfly, sea turtles, and migratory birds travel thousand miles with the precision of a GPS. They do not have maps and they often travel through heavy fog or total darkness. For decades, scientists were bluffed by accuracy, but we now know we now know the secret: magnetoreception. This is the ability of living organism to perce- perceive a magnetic field to identify direction, altitude, or location. The Earth is essentially a giant bar magnet with magnetic field lies following between the north and south poles. While humans are blind to this field, many animals have evolved biological sensors to detect it. There are two primary theories on how this work, and both involves a level of precision that reveals our best technology. The best theory involves magnetite, a natural occurring magnetic minerals. Scientists have found tiny clusters of magnetite crystals in the beaks of pigeon and the snouts of certain fish. These crystals act like microscopic compass needle. When the animal moves through the magnetic field, these crystals experience a physical pull, which trigger a nerve signal to the brain. In essence, the animal feels the magnetic field as a physical pressure or torque. The second mode, sci-fi theory, involves quantum biology. Researchers discovered a protein in the eye of migratory birds called uh, Cryptochrome, eye of migratory bird called Cryptochrome. When blue light hits this protein, it triggers a chemical reaction that is highly sensitive to magnetic field. It triggers a chemical reaction that highly sensitive to magnetic field. Some scientists believe that birds don't just feel the magnetic field, they actually see it as visual overlay on their world. Imagine looking at a landscape and seeing a faint glowing grid or shades gradient that shows you exactly where north is. The logic of magnetoreception is now being used to rethink human technology as we look for ways to navigate without relying on satellite GPS. Engineers are studying how animals use magnetic landmark by mapping the tiny fluctuation in the earth crust. Drones and autonomous vehicle could one day navigate using the same sixth sense as a sea turtle. However, this biological compass is under threat. Ecology, electromagnetic noise from power lines, radio towers, and electric devices can influence interference, interfer, interfer, interfere, interfere with these delegates. Internal sensors studies how shows studies have shown that migratory birds can become disoriented when flying near cities with high electronic smokes. Understanding how to protect these invisible pathway is the next great challenges in conservation. Now I am done with my reading part. I am done this reading. The magnetic logic field saying, okay, let's go with summary challenge. Here we have the question. Here we have the question: which of the following best captures the central thesis of the passage regarding Magnetoreception in animals. Here are the four options. Which one of them is the correct summary of the passage? You can pause the video and answer it by yourself. You are being the part of my reading, so you understand what I read. And now just give a try which of them is the right summary. I am also trying. I will describe which of the option is not correct. I gave the answer option B will be the correct option, but I was confused in option A and option B. But option B is slightly, uh, option B is slightly better, you can say, because it's explained more. Yes, option B is the correct answer. It is the most balanced and comprehensive. It includes both mechanism. Yes, again. Yes, your reason for option A too narrow, distorted. Correct. I didn't say distorted, but I say too narrow. Correct. Look closely at the end of option A. It says the process is entirely immunity to human-made electronic smoke. The text say the exact opposite, that animals are under threat and became disoriented by it. One false detail kills the whole option. Got it. Your reason for option C, distorted, like I say, what I wrote, too narrow. Correct. C claims the magnet theory is s- absolute, absolutely, absolutely. The text present them as two primary theory. It never says one was proven wrong or replaced by the other. Exactly. This is what I mean. Here, have proven birds navigate sea. Okay. Yes, exactly. Exactly. This is what I mean. Your reason for option D out of context, correct. D suggests the Earth's magnetic field exists to protect butterfly from radio towers that reverse casually. Yes, it's exactly opposite. Now we are done with our summary part. Now it's time for 10 questions set, like cat style questions. Let's start. I'm writing down the questions I have here in my board with right, what sticky notes. I picked down in my board which type of question get asked. Um, I think you the purpose and for the purpose. I think the Gemini uh, already gave us the title of the passage, so how we can find it? We will get it earlier. Find or dimension expansion. Left behind. I think I'm done with the questions. What questions? Did, no, I think I'm done with every question what Cat asked. Here we go. Now here we have 10 cat style question. That is exactly the right spirit. You are developing the logic skepticism needed for high level exam by focusing on strengthening weekend argument and author intent. You are moving beyond just reading the text to actual interrogating it. I have designed these 10 questions to mirror the specific logical traps found in cat-style verbal and verbal ability and reading comprehension section using the magnetoreception passage as our base. Okay, let's move to our first question. Mm, which of the following, if true, would most seriously weaken the Magnetite theory present in the third passage? Pigeons are able. uh, let's first go to our passage. This is the first passage, second, and the third passage. It's true. Mm, I think this was incorrect because it's present on Pigeon's peak, right? Uh, let let this be the answer. Having no neutral connection to the brain. This could be the wrong one. What weaken. If true, would weaken the I think the C was the correct option for this, but let us reread the passage. I think C was the correct answer for this question. Yes, we got it right. What is the primary purpose of the passage? To demand that global government ban the use of radio towers to protect migratory butterfly pathway. No. To argue that human technology like GPS is inferior to the biological sensor found in uh, no. To provide a detailed chemical analysis of the protein and its reaction to blue light. Uh, Half is correct, but again, we are not going for it. To describe the mechanism of the, I think this could be the option. Discuss discuss its implication for both technology and conservation. Yes, this is the correct option. All the basic, the theory, how it works, the technology, how we use it, and yes, the author attitude towards the quantum biology theory, Cryptochrome, can best be described as I'm still confused. What could be the option for this question? Let's go with B. Yes, but why? The author used descriptive and speculative language. Imagine looking at landscape to explore the theory. Fascinating possibility. Which of the following would the author most likely agree with? The Earth magnetic field is static, unchanging force that has remained constant throughout history. Author will agree with this, but nowadays it's uh, because of electromagnetic field of human electric electromagnetic noise from radios, power lines, towers, electric devices. It's not be the same as it was. Migratory migratory animals will eventually adapt to electromagnetic noise by switching to purely visual landscape. No, 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 no. This was incorrect. The magnetite theory is more reliable when the cryptochrome theory more reliable because it is easier to prove experimentally. Uh, but this was not the main idea of the passage, right? Human expansion and electronic uh, infrastructure have an unintended negative impact on the natural sixth sense of the. Yes, this was absolutely correct. Negative impact. Yes, this was correct. Why does the author mention drones and autonomous vehicle in the fourth passage? Let's move to fourth passage first. Um, I didn't see anything about drones and let's calculate one, two, three. The fourth passage. Okay, state nearby. I still didn't found any drone and autonomous, but somewhere I read this drone and autonomous vehicle. I didn't remember it. Let's go for option, read the option, then maybe we will find the correct answer from here only. To demonstrate how biological principle of navigation can be applied to solve engineering challenges. No. To prove that autonomous vehicles are more sensitive to magnetic field than birds are. No. To argue that electronic devices are the primary cause of. Mm, but drones and autonomous vehicle was not the reason, right? To warn readers that technology is slowly replacing the role of migratory animals in nature. This could be, but I didn't. No, 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 no. Shall we go with the hint Gemini gives us? To demonstrate, navigating can apply to ring challenges. This could be not the option. To prove that are moon sensitive to magnetic. This is not answer. D could be the answer, but let's go with hint. By the utility, the author is trying to highlight by mentioning these devices. But where he mentioned, I still didn't find. I got it. I got it. It was on the fifth passage. As sea turtle. Uh, I'm going to read it loud. The as we look for ways to navigate without relying on satellite GPS, engineers are studying how animals use magnetic landmarks by mapping the tiny fluctuation in the Earth crust. Drones and autonomous vehicles could one day navigate using the same sixth sense as sea turtle. This could be the option. This could be the this one. This is the best. This is the best. Yes, I was confused with A and D, but the author is more inclined with solving a problem. I'm going to read the passage first. Researchers discover a protein in the eyes of migratory birds called cryptochrome. When blue light hits this protein, it triggers chemical reaction that is highly sensitive to magnetic field. Now, the option could be the both are helpful. Blue lights are helpful for birds. It acts as a physical wind that pushes. No, 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 no. It is a form of electronic smoke. No, it provides the energy. Yes, this could be the answer. It triggers chemical reaction, allows birds to. Yes, this is the right. Which of the following, if true, would most seriously strengthen the quantum biology theory? Cryptochrome. Radio towers are found to know radio towers. Birds are found to navigate primarily by using the position of the sun during the day. No, migratory birds are unable to themselves towards north when placing room one only red light. No, scientist scientists discovered that all migratory animals have large deposits of iron in their snout. Mm, this could be the option. Yes, I made it correct. What does the term magnetic landmark refer to in the Context of the passage. Option A is the correct. Which logical gap exists in the passage discussed on electronic smog? It does not mention that existence of magnetite. Let us find first where we read uh, electronic smog. We will we read at in the last passage of conclusion. Logic gap. It doesn't mention the existence of magnetite. I didn't know, but I will go with option B. I I didn't know it. I just made make a guess. The passage makes a general claim about migratory birds being but don't address mm, variation in speciesism. Okay, which of the following would be the most suitable title for the passage? Reading in the modern world, the magnetite mystery. Why pigeons are the world's best navigator? No. Cracking the code. How to save? No. I think option C. Yes, we are done. We made 100% accuracy. Score was 10 on 10. Uh, there is a power cut in my room just right now, so we are not able to analyze what I answered. And I made from Gemini, but I made 100% correct. It means I get what the passage want to convey, and the guess was correct, but I learned from it. I am done with my reading part. Am I literally improving? I'm just 30 days behind from my 100th day, and this was the 71st 71st day of my growth journal. Am I improving or not? Just do let me know in the comment section. I'm the best, I'm the best, and I'm the best. If I'm not, I will be the best, inshallah. We will meet soon. Till then, take care. Bye bye.